7 is moving down to.
So what I see on here from today, so what you would have for field 5 is another elimination game coming up.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's an elimination game.
Yeah.
But I thought, according to this thing,
yeah, like I'm looking at the ACCC website, and that's not. Let's see what we got here.
Game 6 winner from that game. Here you go.
the game 7 loser.
Game 7
Yeah,
loser.
game 7 loser. Yeah.
So that's
South Alabama and South Florida.
yeah, but we just finished up. So
Arkansas.
Essentially, Alabama's supposed to be playing like something.
right, yeah, on this field.
Yes. I'll be out of here the rest of the week.
Because I guess what it is after this game in the 4 o'clock slot.
Because what I got on here is that game 12. That game 12 is at field 2.
Yeah, field 2 at
11 tomorrow.
Tomorrow, 11. And then
Another elimination game 13 at 1:30. And then you have game 11 winners bracket semis at 4 o'clock on field 5. Right here.
so it's basically 2 fields after this back.
Very good. I'll get 2 days, 6 more games, HSAA state baseball championship games next week. I'll be at the finish line for the year.
So when they do the baseball, I was told that game 1 of the series was going to be a chocolate walker. And then game 2 would be mandatory.
I know that we've got we've got 2 games, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Possible that they would be playing game 2 with 1 back, one field, and game 1 with 1 flash.
Possible. They do split those up. Oxford, Jack State.
And then I got to find out. I know we're doing James.
Yep.
How do you change?
You go
10.
10. Yeah, it can be a little confusing. That's how that changes up there.
Okay, can you change that to Union?
It's
That would be the no, that would be the away team.
That's right.
Northwest Shoals.
Like what color that. Well, let's just get this first. Then we'll get to
you very much.
No,
James.
no problem.
They're in that dugout, so.
Yes, sir. I think it's 15 and it's a $20 weekend pass.
Is Central and did they have to flip? Or did they have to? Oh
They
yeah.
are now.
So I asked the players and the dude who's looking for the coach, and when they had me in the lineup, they said, so you're the home team? I think they have to flip. What was thought about who the home team is? They may have to flip. They may have to flip.
You got 2 sevens on here. We got 2 sevens on here now.
I'll have to ask him. I think he's gonna be up there in a minute. Did you have Cack in that last game?
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, because when they went back down, this girl and the two different girls in position 7.
said Southern Union Shoals, Cameron Cook it, and wrong name on the scoreboard. That's right, ain't it?
Here we go.
Program.
Right up here. Here we go.
So, no, I got one right here.
Oh, you gotta take it.
Somewhere. Here, here, here.
Is Cameron good?
Yep.
Is it look okay?
It's good to me. I mean, I was told you that, but still, it's full of benefits of it. And it depends on how much overtime.
It's supposed to be, yeah, Southern Unit, Northwest Shoals.
Yeah.
That's
Got it. Good, thank you.
But I think that's yeah. But you think they can't expect you to be there like 8 to 5 and stay within an hour. You have to.
No, you have to.
Like,
Unless it's like you come here at 12.
yeah. Yeah. Unless
You adjust the way it comes.
Did it say what sport?
I think also.
I just do both since I get
Because
up.
ideally, we're looking for somebody to just go. Just maybe operations, athletic department, knowledge.
It's like St. John's River that I just do the first 3 letters up there and just make it really every, I mean, for what,
The guy Michael
20 years
Chadwick,
now,
the
and
coach
it's all been all about the alliteration and the acronyms.
And then I think he had sort of worked his way up to assistant AD. Went down there as his baseball operations. Well, when he got let go, he was a game day operations control guy for football.
Yeah, that's a unique logo, but at least my favorite Bama one in the 80s and 90s, block A with the elephant going.
Oh, yeah.
And my favorite one.
I mean, but you probably.
And Happy, the Nados, and Caitlin DeBoer giving that a nice comeback.
Oh, yeah.
So it probably wouldn't.
It'd be good for resume.
Yeah, it could.
But that's the Bama logo I grew up with at the time. Yeah, he has the block A, so they used that from late Bryant through the early Dubose years.
First time I've seen.
Oh, yeah.
When did they have that aid that everybody was so much everywhere?
Oh, so I think that's like the script A.
Literally, where we took, we had it for about 15 minutes. When it was,
That was used,
it looks like
I think, when Shula got it. And I think it's still actually the primary official logo.
circle and about
But that 80s and then 90s era block A with elephant is making, basically, it's almost like the unofficial logo again.
another return that I put the title on.
If they made that the official logo again, I'd be very happy.
Part owner. Like, I was like, what can be wrong? I said part owner. He said I put micro tape player instead of regular.
Guess what?
Yeah,
I saw that text, but it didn't go out on mine, I don't think. I got the one on the camera, but I finally figured out how to negotiate the legs on there. Like,
VCRs are ready.
You should go to Wallace. He's got like a junior management program.
I believe so. I'm on Alabama Sports.
I was telling him about that one guy that bought the few bucks.
Yeah.
He worked for Walmart back in high school. And I said, you know who bought that few bucks? I said, Robert Wilson. You talking about old red face? He said, that's what I called him. Red face.
That's
yeah. That's who I was talking about.
I did some hot spot.
red radio and ESPN Plus, you can put all that in Bama State.
I just think that's almost as good as time. Hands or whatever. Crack me in.
I was laughing, but I didn't know. What the what? I mean, it's
like 22-0 at halftime, and it was the fight was. I mean, it was massive enough to where there were a lot of ejections. A.L. Johnson had like 18 players to begin with that were available that day. I think I had a couple injured, 3 more ejected in that fight, and so they just,
Well, let's get out of here.
yeah.
too?
I probably will just because of athletics and also ABA stuff. So this is a book that this is this is the field 2 of 4 course, but that's a long one. So the GT field 1, field 5, field 2. And then when they get that over, they'll have level 3 left for Saturday. There'll be 3 left there. So you have a Saturday game in the morning, a Saturday game after TBS, de-emphasis on Sunday. This one will be over here. Just the day off. This one on this week. Well, one going in. One
Moved it to next week.
We ready?
Elimination game on field number 4 this weekend. St. John's River took the 12-2 loss in 6 innings to MMI as the first pitch pop-up
On this field. Northwest Shoals dropped the game to Shelton State yesterday, and Snead State was victorious over Southern Union in yesterday afternoon's matchup. We'll go over your starters for both teams. First, the home team, which will be the Southern Union Bisons, located in Wadley, Alabama. At shortstop, leading off, will be Morgan Martin. She wears number 27. Wearing number 1, Haley Williams in right field. Number 33, Juliana Lovern is the designated player. 25, Jordan Wells Douglas is in left field. Number 9, Tanea Gibbons is the third baseman. Anna Henson, number 20, is a catcher. Gracie Walker, the first baseman. She wears number 26. Number 3, Lexi Littleton. She's the second baseman. Center fielder, number 8, Erin Riley. And Emma Matchin is the pitcher for Southern Union. She is in the circle now. And leading off for Northwest Shoals is Mitchell, as she takes strike 1 as we get this game underway. The Patriots wearing red uniforms with a navy blue trim, or navy blue pants as well. Southern Union in all whites with navy blue socks, and looks like a yellowish outline over the Bison's name across the jersey. Ball 2, strike 1. As we're in top of the first, just getting underway here. Hit foul, 2-2 count now. I'd like to remind you, you can go and visit JockJive.com for all our latest games. If you missed a game early in the tournament, you can go in and watch those. Here's a chopper to third, bobbled a little bit to throw over, just not in time though, as showing that speed was Mitchell as she gets to first, reaching on the air by the third baseman Gibbons. Now batting second for the Patriots, Maddie Griffin, the designated player. She wears number 12. So we got Mitchell at first to lead off with a reach on air. Shows bunt, now slaps one down the left field line and just goes foul. And Mitchell will trot back to first. Here's Griffin back in the box now. 0-1 count. Shoals bunt, pulls it back. Pitch down the middle, and taking off the steal is Mitchell, and she gets on down to second with a stolen base. So now runner in scoring position for Griffin. 1-1 count. Shows bunt once again. Pulls it back. Swings. Blooper out to left field. Shortstop couldn't make the catch. Mitchell holds at second. Left fielder come in. That was Douglas. And the shortstop, Martin, went back to try to get it and couldn't get there in time. So a single for Griffin. Brings up Owens. Owens showing bunt, lays it down third base line, and throwing over to get over Owens was Gibbons for the first out. But Gibbons does her job and advances the runners to second and third. Next up, number 33, Aspen Teague. She plays third base for the Patriots. The pitch swung on, fouled, but racing over almost near the dugout is Gibbons and couldn't come down with it. Good effort that time by Gibbons. Teague has got runners in scoring position with one out. Pitch, foul back. 1-2 count now. Pitch swung on. Blooper past second base, and she's able to race back and get it. The throw home, not in time. Cut off by the pitcher. And so our first run of the game is scored by Mitchell as Teague popped out to the second baseman. So the Patriots on board with the first run of the game. Still on the top of the first. Here's another pop-up to shallow right. Making the catch is right fielder. And that'll be the third out of the game as we move to the bottom of the first. Northwest Shoals gets one run and Strands 2. We'll be back shortly here on JockJive.com. We're back here in the bottom of the first. Southern Union coming up to the plate, and now in the circle for the Patriots, number 17, Emma Claire Wilson. Morgan Martin leading things off for the Bisons. The pitch swung on, first pitch, line drive to left field. So Martin, first pitch swinging, lines one out into left field for the first hit for Southern Union. Haley Williams, the right fielder, the second batter. First pitch to Williams outside, ball one. Bunt, lay down, goes foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. As Williams trying to move Martin down to second. Coach, third base coach for the Bisons wants to come down and talk to Williams. That'll give Dawson an opportunity to go out to Emma Claire Wilson. If I'm not mistaken, each team has allowed 7 visits, where it's offensive or defensive visits. Here's a pitch inside. Williams almost hits her as she was trying to get ready to put that one down. 2-1 count now. No outs here in the bottom of the first. Pitch swung on in the 3-4 hole. Safe at first and safe at second. Haley Williams done a nice piece of hitting there, hitting that one. And now she's at first. Number 3 batter coming up to plate, designated player number 33, Juliana Lovern. Right-handed batter. Has 1 runner in scoring position at second. Northwest Shoals got the first run on the board. Leadoff batter Mitchell's come around to score, and now here's a base hit into left field. They'll hold Martin at third. Williams will go down to second, and Lovern at first with a single. Southern Union has come out swinging, and now the Patriots coach will come out and have a chat with Emma Claire Wilson. Back set, ready to go as Jordan Douglas, the left fielder, number 25, comes up to bat. She's got bases loaded with no outs for the Southern Union Bisons. Emma Claire Wilson in the circle for the Patriots. Just after the conversation with her coach, now throws a strike, a swing and miss for Douglas. 0-1 count to the cleanup batter. The pitch, high, ball one. Ball two, outside. Jordan looking for something to drive right here. Here's the pitch. High. Gets under it and fouls it back. 2-2 count. No outs. Bases loaded. Pitch low, fouled. Wilson takes her time in between pitches. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit to shortstop. The throw home, not handled. Gets by the catcher. Another run will score. Douglas will head down to second. So 2-run score there as Martin and Williams come around to score. Lovern advances to third, and Douglas down to second on the air and the throw. Now here's Tania Gibbons, the third baseman for the Bisons. She'll have runners at second and third. As the Bisons take a 2-1 lead. Still no outs. The pitch outside. Dawson couldn't handle the throw there from Minnick. And it got by her. And Williams didn't check up. She sailed around third and was in safe at home. 2-1 count now to Gibbons. Southern Union, a real good spot here. Number 5 batter. Look for her to swing away here. Here's a pitch inside. Just misses her. Pitch swung on. Drove back up the middle. Second baseman dives for it. 1 run comes home. Another run comes home. And a throw to second as Gibbons tried to get to second will get her out. So that'll be the first out of the inning, but 2 runs go on and score. Douglas scores. Lovern scores. That makes it 4-1 here in the bottom of the first. Next up for the Bisons, Anna Henson, the catcher. This Southern Union team has come to the plate swinging the bats. They're not looking to walk. They're looking to put the bat on the ball, and they have. So each one of the batters has put the ball in play. Here's a hit out to right field. Getting up under it there, catching is Carly Wallace for the second out. And now coming to play big Gracie Walker wearing number 26, the first baseman for this Bison team. First pitch strike to Walker. Some action working in the bullpen for the Patriots already early in this game. 2-1 count to Walker. Elimination game for these two. Pitch. Outside call strike. 2-2 count. Pitch outside. Pitch swung on and caught by the second baseman. That's Serenity Sisk for the third out of the inning. Big inning for Southern Union as they get 4 on board. We're headed to the top of the second when we return here on JockJive.com. Back here at Veterans Park in Alabaster, Alabama, with the ACCC Softball Championship Tournament, as Southern Union got 4 runs in the bottom of the first, answering Northwest Shoals 1 run in the top of the first to take a 4-1 lead, and now the Patriots look to answer once again. As batting now is Carly Wallace, and she first pitch swings, lines one out into center field for a single. More action in the bullpen for the Patriots as well. Next up for the Patriots, Katie Dawson. Where's number 11, the catcher? First pitch ball to Wallace, or Dawson rather. Wallace at first. Popped up. Shallow center field. Center fielder going back to get it. Lets it go. Pulls her glove back right at the last second. Center fielder was there and didn't make a play on it as well. We've seen about 3 or 4 of those already today, where the infielders can't quite get to the ball, and the outfielders are backing off a little bit. So Dawson at first, Wallace at second, no outs, and now here's Bethany Minnick, the shortstop. She'll lay one down, bunt it back to the pitcher, throw to first is in time for the out, and it moves Wallace over to third and Dawson down to second. Next up will be the number 9 batter, Serenity Sisk, the second baseman. She wears number 10. She'll step in there. Got runners in scoring position. Patriots looking to answer here in the top of the second. Pitch down the middle called strike. Line drive out to center field. Strong throw home, keeps the runner at third. So Sis gets into a F8 and not deep enough to score the runner Wallace home. So 2 outs now. Batting back at top of order is Mitchell. Pitch inside, ball 1, strike 1. Pitch swung on, foul back. Right over the first base dugout. Pitch gets away from catcher, but she's able to corral it and hold Wallace there at third. Three-two count now to Mitchell. Here's the pitch, swung on. This one's foul back.
I sent them a copy too, so they got it now as well. Yeah. Appreciate it.
Another one fouled off by Mitchell. Pitch swung on. Fly ball to center field. Racing back, try to get it. Goes over ahead. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. And standing up at third base is Mitchell with a triple. So the Patriots answer back in this inning, getting 2 runs to pull within 1 of Southern Union. Now here's Maddie Griffin, who hit a single in her first at bat in the first inning. Pitch high and outside. 2-out triple for Mitchell. Scored 2 runs. That was Wallace and Dawson that came around to score. Here's another hard hit ball in the center field, but this time it's caught. But the Patriots get 2 runs, pull within 1 as we head to the bottom of the second when we return here on JockJive.com. A lot of scoring so far in this ball game. Northwest Shoals got 1 run in the top of the first. Southern Union answered with 4 in the bottom of the first. And Patriots got 2 in the top of the second. And now Bison's looking to answer once again in the bottom of the second. Now batting is the second baseman, number 3, Lexi Littleton. And McClare Wilson back in the circle for the Patriots as Littleton fouls that one off. There's a lot of action in the bullpen in between innings for the Patriots. But Claire Wilson remains in the game. Gave up 3 hits in the first inning. 1-1 count. Pitch swung on, foul back. Pitch swung on, fouled. 2-2 count now to Littleton. Three-two. Pitch swung on, fouled. Pop fly to right field. Getting under it there was right fielder Carly Wallace for the first out. Well, this bottom of the second. Next up will be center fielder Erin Riley. She wears number 8. Right-handed batter steps in there, looking to get something going for this Southern Union team here in the bottom of the second. Another pop-up. This time, second baseman can't find it. Had her right hand up to try to seal the sun and lost it as it came down. And so Riley will be on board for the Bisons. Next up, we're back at the top of the order. Number 27, Morgan Martin. Shows bunt, pulls it back. Pitch outside, right on the corner for strike. Pitch low outside again. 0-2. Oh, 2 count to Martin. Swung on. Lined out to right field. And hustling back to first is Riley. So 2 outs now for Haley Williams. The right fielder will come up to bat. She scored a run in the first inning for the Lady Bisons. First pitch outside, ball 1. Throw down to second, standing up with the stolen base is Erin Riley. So she's in scoring position with 2 outs. Haley Williams at bat. Pitch inside. 3-0 count. Pitch. Called strike. 3-1 count now to Williams. Three-two count. As Wilson battling back in this at bat against Williams. Outside. That walk will have runners at first and second now for the number 3 batter, Juliana Lovern. Who singled into first and scored a run. Pitch inside, ball 1. Pitch low and outside. Strike 1. Pitch swung on, pop up to center field. She drops it. Run comes home. Runner safe at second. And the runner comes on around to score. So a big-time error out there by center fielder Aaron Riley. Or check that, that's Kennedy Clark for the Patriots as 2 runs come on around to score. Aaron Riley scored, and Williams scored. So the Patriots now lead 6-3. Lovern will be at second. Williams scored on the throw. That's why you always run it out with 2 outs. You never know what's going to happen. And that time, basically a routine fly ball to right center was dropped and allowed 2 runs. Huge, costly error for these Patriots. Coming to bat is Jordan Douglas. And she hits a single earlier that scored 2 runs in the first inning. She's got a runner in scoring position at second in Lovern. Fouls that one back. 1-1 count to Douglas. Pitch outside. Ball one. Ball three, rather, 3-1 count. With 2 outs. Runner at second. Douglas up to bat. Ball 4 walks her. Now coming up is Tanaya Gibbs. Who hit the single earlier in the first inning, scored Douglas, and then got out, advancing to second. Now the Patriots coach is coming down to talk to the home plate umpire. And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change as Emma Claire Wilson's time is complete here. It's number 32 now pitching for the Patriots. Number 32 is Taylor Cameron for the Patriots. The Patriots were trying to get through the inning without making a pitching change, but after the walk to Douglas, went ahead and made the change. So here's Cameron. See if she can get the Patriots out of this inning. First pitch to Gibbons, high and outside. Second pitch, high and outside. This time inside, high, 3-0 count. Swung on, foul back, 3-0 count, 3-1 now. Pitch inside, ball 4. So 2 straight walks for the Bisons, and now coming to plate will be Anna Henson, the catcher, with 2 outs. Bases loaded for the Bisons. Once again, they loaded bases up in the first inning. Do it again here in the second. Leading 6-3. Henson flew out to right field in the first inning. Pitch. Low high. Ball one, strike one. Swung on. Out of play. Down the right side. 1-2 count. Now to Henson. Pitch high and outside. The throwback over to first and taking off to third base is Douglas. Good base running. And coming in to score was Lovern. So runners at first and third now. Still with 2 outs. Patriots just can't get out of this inning. Henson with 2-2 count. Pitch inside. Makes it 3-2. Runner takes off down the second, cut off there by the pitcher, so that was the walk there to induce that. But 3 straight walks now for the Patriots pitchers between Wilson and Cameron. And now coming to plate is Gracie Walker. She'll have bases loaded. And now it looks like coach is making a change in left field. Heading out to right field for the Patriots is number 25. That's Jade Robertson. More than likely, left fielder. Will head to the bullpen. That was Mitchell that she replaced, the leadoff batter. I imagine she'll stay in the lineup, although we'll wait and see. But she's headed down to the bullpen on the opposite side of the field, where in between the field 1 and field 2, opposite side of where their dugout is. So a long walk over there, long jog rather. And now coming to the plate for the Bisons. Gracie Walker. So bases loaded now for the Bisons. Up 7-3 and looking to blow this game open here in the bottom of the second. Douglas is at third. Gibbons is at second. Henson at first. First pitch called strike. Pitch high and outside. Pitch called strike. 1-2 count. Now to Walker. High and outside. 2-2 count now. Three, 2. Three straight walks for Bisons and one pitch away from a fourth straight. As that one fouled off. Pitch swung on, fouled off. Again to the right side. Pitch high, ball 4. So another run comes home. That's Douglas. Will get the 4th run of the inning as Walker draws the 4th walk in a row. And now back up to bat, Lexi Littleton, who led off the inning. For the Bisons. She flew out to right field. But my goodness, that's been a long time ago. First pitch high and outside. Ball 1. Still 2 outs. Been 2 outs for a while. Leadoff batter Morgan Martin got the 2nd out. Two 0 count. And coach for the Patriots just beside herself right now. Desperately needing somebody that can throw a strike. Pitch swung on, fouled back. Two 1 count. This ball hit, popped up to first base, and finally the Patriots get out of the inning, but not before the Bison score 4 more to make it 8-3. We're headed to the top of the 3rd when we return here on JockJive.com. After a very long inning, in the second inning, we're headed to the top of the third. Northwest Shoals Patriots trail 8-3. As we saw 3 walks in the bottom of the second, 4 runs scored. And now the Patriots trying to answer. They got 1 in the first and 2 in the second. Now in the top of third, we got batting number 21, the third batter, Owens, as she hits a line drive out to at center field. Next up will be Aspen Teague, the third baseman, number 33. She flew out to second base for the second out in the first inning. Pitch swung on. Chopper over to first, goes foul. Southern Union had a chance to blow the game wide open with bases loaded twice with 2 outs. Here's a chopper to the second. The throw, second baseman, the throw to the shortstop at second gets the force out. And Teague is safe at first. Here's Kendi Clark. Flew out to right field in the first inning. She'll come to plate with 1 out. Ball 1. Big swing for Clark. 1-1. This one fouled off. 1-2 now to Clark. Pitch rolls up to the plate. 2-2 now. Swung on into right center for a single. Advancing to third, and now stopping at second is Clark. So Clark with a stand-up double here in the top of the third. That'll bring up Carly Wallace, who scored a run on got a single and then scored a run. The second run for the Patriots in the second inning. Ball 1. Pitch low and outside. Ball 2. Here's a pitch outside. Flied out to left field. Runners will hold at second and third. Wallace flies out for the first out of the inning. Here's Katie Dawson, number 11, the catcher. She scored a run as well in the second inning. RBI opportunities for Dawson. as that makes it 2 outs. Chopper to second, throw to first, gets the runner, and that'll be 3 outs. As we head to the bottom of the third, your score 8-3. When we return, Bisons will be back up to bat here on JockJive.com. Back here at Veterans Park, Alabaster, Alabama. Your score 8-3 now as the Bisons come back to bat. Patriots leave 2 stranded there in the top of the third. Southern Union left 3 stranded in the bottom of the second, but were able to get 4 runs to take the 8-3 lead. Now batting is Aaron Riley, the center fielder. She hit a single and had a stolen base and scored a run there in the second inning. Pitch inside. 2-1 count. After having 2 quick games yesterday, even though we had the weather delay in between the first and second, this one is moving at a snail's pace. The pitch. Down the middle, foul back. 2-2 count. Now to Riley. Popped up. First baseman camping out underneath it. That's Owens. They'll be out 1. Back at top of the order for the Bisons. Martin coming up to plate. Her last at bat, she flew out to right field. Led off the game with a first pitch single and scored a run. Outside, ball 1. Back in the circle for the Patriots, number 32, Taylor Cameron, who came in about midways through that second inning to relieve Wilson. Pitch swung on. Shortstop, nice glove. Throw over, not in time. Making a good stop that time was Minnick. But the speed of Martin, the leadoff batter, gets safe at first. Now Haley Williams come up to the plate. She scored 2 runs on 2 hits. Pitch. Low and outside, but just enough to get in that strike zone. Foul back. Oh, 2 count to Williams. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Pitch fouled. Bison's left 3 on the base in the second inning, the bottom of the second. Was still able to get 4 that inning. Another one foul back. This time third baseman run over, was able to make the catch. Big out there by Teague as Williams pops out. Juliana Laverne, number 33, now batting for the Bisons. Called strike. Another one foul back. Swung on and missed for the third out of the inning as we head to the top of the 4th when we return. Your score 8-3. We're back in top of the fourth. Patriots trailing 8-3. As leading off this inning, number 24, Bethany Minnick. She's a second baseman. She flew out her sacrifice bunt in the second inning for the first out in that inning. Down 0-2 in this count. Pitch high inside, and it grazes her shoulder. So the first hit by pitch of the game goes to Minnick. Next up will be Serenity Sis, number 10. She flew out to center field for the second out in the second inning. Sacrifice bunt. Catcher Anna Henson couldn't pick it up. Just couldn't get a handle on it. And safe at first is Sisk for the bunt. Minnick goes down to second. So with no outs, runners at first and second for the Patriots. Pitch swung on left field. It'll be down. And safe at second. The throw there in time, but second baseman wasn't on the bag for the force. So now bases loaded for the Patriots. That was Mitchell with the base hit. Sisk is at second. Minnick at third. Looks like the coach of the Patriots is making a change here. Maddie Griffin is at the plate, ready to hit. And I'm not for sure if we had a pinch runner or what is being changed here. Pitch swung on back to the pitcher. She can't get it. Second baseman comes up with it. Everybody's safe, and a run scores. Minnick scores. Sisk will advance to third. Mitchell goes down to second. And Griffin safe at first on the sac bunt. Beautiful job by the Patriots. And players meet in the circle for the Bisons. No outs here in the fourth inning. So here's Owens up. Big opportunity for the Patriots. His bases loaded, no outs. Sisk is at third, Mitchell at second, and Griffin at first. 0-1 count. Now 1-1. Pitch swung on, hit to right center. That's going to score a couple runs. One scores. Down to second. And 3-run score. 3-run score off the double from Owens. Sis comes around to score. Mitchell does, as does Griffin for the Patriots as they come roaring back, scoring 4 runs now to tie this thing up. 3 runs? 3 runs, rather, I'm sorry. They trail 8-7, and, well, the Bisons changed pitchers here. Nobody's been warming up in the bullpen that we know of, but, yes, they will change pitchers, and we'll try to get you that number here shortly. Number 33 will come in to pitch. Juliana Lovern, who was a designated player, she'll move over and pitch for the Bisons. Still no outs as Owens with a huge double for the Patriots. Scored Sisk, Mitchell, and Griffin. We'll take a quick break and be right back here on JockJive.com. I think in there should be, that guy should be in there, or one of the, he's got him. We're back here at Veterans Park. And Alabaster, your score 8-7 as the Patriots come roaring back off the double by Owens. That scored 3 runs, and now batting is Aspen Teague, and she's got a runner in scoring position in Owens at second. And still no outs. New pitcher Juliana Lovern for the Bisons. First pitch, or second pitch ball. First pitch was a strike. Big swing by Teague. Strike 2. Neither team wanting to go home after this game. It's an elimination game for the loser of this one. Pitch swung on and missed as she strikes out. Next up be Kenny Clark. She'll come up plate with 1 out and runner at second. Pitch swung on, fouled off on the right side. Pitch, check swing, goes foul. 0-2 count. Now to Clark.
Oh, man. All right, dear.
Another one fouled off. One, two count, one out. Pitch swung on. Line drive out in center field. Runner holds up at second. That's Owens. So now runners at first and second with one out. Coming to the plate will be Carly Wallace. Big swing by Wallace. Strike one. Hit foul down the third baseline. 1-2 count. Another one fouled. Two count to Wallace. Clark at first. Owens at second. With one out. Another one fouled off. We might eat lunch and supper during just this game. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Chopper to second. Throw to first is in time. Safe at second. And third. Now batting Katie Dawson. Scored a run in the second inning. Grounded to second. in the third inning. And now comes the plate with runners at second and third with 2 outs in the fourth. Strike 1 to Dawson. Hit off the glove. The pitcher throw it over to first in time to get the Bisons out of the inning, but not before the Patriots score 4 runs in the fourth. We move to the bottom of the fourth. Your score 8-7. We'll be back shortly here on JockJive.com. We're in the bottom of the fourth now. Jordan Douglas up to bat. She scored 2 runs in this ball game already. Was left stranded, or she scored a run in the first and the second, and now batting here in the fourth. 0-2 count. Swung on, fouled off to the right side. High fly ball to left field. Going back to get it is the left fielder Mitchell. So that'll be the first out of the bottom of the fourth. Seems like forever since we've had a first pitch out. I think that was the first one in probably since the first inning. Pitch popped up, shallow second base, or shallow center field, goes over to second baseman's head for a single. Gibbons with the single. Next up will be Anna Henson, the catcher. She flew out to right field, had a walk in the second inning. Pitch high and outside, ball one. Okay. Pinch runner over at first. And now Henson batting for the Bisons. One out here in the bottom of the fourth. Pitch called strike. High ball three. 3-1 count, one out. Strike two, full count now to Henson. Henson fouls another one off. 8-7 our score. Southern Union on top, looking to add a couple runs here in this inning. They got 4 in the first, 4 in the second, none in the third. Now got a runner at first here in the fourth with one out. Pitch low and inside. The throw late down to second base, but the walk was induced there to Henson. Gracie Walker now will bat. The first baseman, she had a fly out to second base and a walk in the second. So runners at first and second now with one out for Southern Union. Pitch. Call strike. Foul back. Strike 2. Walker trying to advance the runners, second and third. Here with 1 out. Pitch inside. Ball 1. Or he called it a strike. Yeah, that was a little bit inside, but strike 3 called on Walker. Next up will be Littleton. She flew out in the second inning. So still runners at first and second with 2 outs. Pitch. Called strike. High and outside. Ball 1. Hit foul down the left field side. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch inside, foul back. 1-2 count. Throw back down to second, not in time. 2-2 count now to Littleton. Pitch swung on, another foul. I bet you we've been through 3 dozen softballs during this course of this game. Pitch down the middle, blooper out to right field, but caught there in a good position was Wallace for the 3rd out of the inning. We're headed to the top of the 5th when we return here on JockJive.com. Back at Veterans Park for the top of the fifth. Your score 8-7. It looks like we're back at the top order in Mitchell batting for the Patriots. A shot back to the pitcher, throw over in time. That was Minnick rather than Mitchell. And she'll make the first out of the inning. Now batting Serenity Sisk. She flew out to center field in the second. Scored a run in the fourth. Pitch low and outside, 2-0. That pitch off the knee, it looked like, of the catcher. Two one count. Fouled on the bunt attempt. 2-2 count to Sisk. Beautiful day here at Veterans Park after the rough day we had yesterday with all the weather and the lightning and the storms, and we were able to get 2 games in here on field 1 yesterday, and in our second game of the day here on field 1 as well, as it's couldn't ask for any better weather than today. A little breezy at times, but not too bad. There's a pitch outside, and Sisk will be on board at first base with a walk. Back at top of order we go here as Mitchell will come up with 1 out. She scored a run in the first. Had a 2 RBI triple in the second and scored a run in the fourth. So she's had a eventful day for the Patriots. Here's a shot back to the pitcher. The throw down to second gets her in time. And they're not going to call interference there. Or they're going to say she was safe at second. So Sisk is safe at second. I don't guess she got her foot down on the bag. So runners at first and second for the Patriots. 1 out. Here's Maddie Griffin, the designated player. She hit a single in the first, flew out to center field in the second. Scored a run in the fourth. Double steal now as Mitchell will advance to second. Sisk now at third. So runners in scoring position for Griffin. 1 out. Showing bunt. Here's the pitch. She'll pull it back. Swing. Fouled off. 1-2 count. One, two count to Griffin. Here's the pitch. Outside. This one fouled off as well. Griffin trying to place one down the left side. Get these runs in and take the lead. The Patriots got 1 run in the first, 2 in the second, and 4 in the fourth. The pitch outside, fouled off again. Griffin battling up there for the Patriots. Here's the pitch. Outside. 1-2 count. Showing bunt is Griffin. She'll pull it back. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Another one fouled off. Here's the pitch. High. Swung on. Popped up to the pitcher. All runners will stay. So a big pop-up for Griffin as that makes the second out of the inning. And now coming to bat is Owens. Owens had a single in the first, a fly out to center field in the second, and scored a run. Or had the grounder in the first, single in the third, and scored had a 3-run double in the fourth inning. The biggest hit of the day for the Patriots so far. Here's the pitch, swung on, hit to right field, but there to make the catch is Carly Wallace for the third out of the inning. Bisons will be up to bat when we return here in the bottom of the fifth, leading 8-7 here on JockJive.com. We're back here in the bottom of the fifth. Your score 8-7. Southern Union on top, and now the Bisons will bat here with Aaron Riley, the number 9 batter, center fielder, who got a single in the second inning, stole a base, and scored a run. and then flew out to first base in the third inning. Now coming to bat here in the bottom of the fifth. 2-0 count. Bison's got 4 in the first, 4 in the second. And has yet to score since then. Patriots got 1 in the first, 2 in the second, and 4 in the fourth to pull within 1. That pitch a little high, 3-0 count, or 3-1 count now. Bison's will have Riley, Martin, and Williams batting in this inning. 3-2. There's a pitch, foul back. There's a pitch called strike. Strikeout for Riley. As headed to the back at the top of the order for the Bisons, number 27, Morgan Martin, comes to the plate. Martin led the game off with a single, flew out to right field, and had another single in the third. Pitch inside, strike 1. Another pitch inside, called strike. Taylor Cameron really painting that inside corner against the leadoff batter, Martin. It's a pitch, swung on, hit in the 3-4 hole, making a great play there. Acrobatic play was second baseman Serenity Sisk, and she throws over to her partner, Owens, to get that second out. And they're saying that her foot was pulled off the bag. I guess Owens' foot lifted off on the throw over. So Martin will be safe at first. What a gift. And Sisk with a nice glove on the play, but they couldn't get to out. So 1 out now, runner at first. Now batting Haley Williams. Ball 1, strike 1. Williams had a single in the first, scored a run. Single in the second, scored a run, and flew out to third base for the second out in the third inning. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch outside. 2-2 count.
Tim, I didn't know you were in here. I wouldn't have texted you. I'm sorry.
Foul back. 2-2. Pitch outside, runner goes. And then trying to make it to third. Here's a throw to third. It's high and sliding in safe at third is Martin. So Martin still second, reaches third on the throw. And now 3-2 count to Williams. Blooper out to center field. Runner tags up and sliding home safe is Martin for the score. So Williams gets the sacrifice. Fly out. And the Bisons get another score and go on top 9-7 now. Here's Juliana Lovern, who stepped in the pitcher's role in the third inning. Deep shot to the left field off the wall. She's going to be in at second for a double. Oh, and she runs off the bag and gets tagged out for the third out. Just misstepped. She was stepping back to the bag and got tagged for the third out of the inning. But not before the Bisons had a run. They take a 9-7 lead. We'll be back shortly for the top of the sixth when we return here on JockJive.com. We're in the top of the 6th here at Veterans Park, Alabaster, Alabama, for the ACCC Softball Championship Tournament. Southern Union Bison got a run in the bottom of the 5th to go on top 9-7. Coming to the plate for the Patriots, number 33, Aspen Teague, who flew out to second base in the 1st, hit a single on the 3rd, and struck out in the 4th. Back in the circle for the Bisons is Juliana Lovern, and she throws first pitch for a strike. Teague batting in the 4 slot. Here's a pitch. Hit towards second base. Throw over to first in time for the first out of the inning. Now batting number 15, Kendi Clark, the center fielder, flew out to right field. Had a double in the 3rd and a single in the 4th. Pitch swung on, popped up shallow center, racing up to make the basket catch. That was Aaron Riley, who traveled a long way there to get the second out. That was Clark, and now batting will be Carly Wallace, number 6, the right fielder. She hit a single, scored a run in the 2nd, flew out to left field and grounded out to second base in the 4th. Pitch. Called strike. A little bit outside. Pitch high. Ball 1. Strike 1. 2 outs. Outside. Ball 2. Wallace 1 for 3 on the day. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit towards center field, and that'll drop down for a base hit. So Wallace gets her second hit of the game. And now coming to play will be Katie Dawson. Dawson also had a single in the 2nd, scored a run, grounder to second. And looks like the Patriots will either have a pinch runner or looks like a pinch runner, as Katie Dawson was making her way to the plate, and now she's headed over to the dugout. Yeah, and she will come out and trotting over to the plate as a pinch runner will be number 14. Somebody came and got it. I can't remember who it was. There it is. Number 14 pinch runner. That's Emily Owen. Ball one, strike one to Owen. Runner at first is Carly Wallace. On deck is Bethany Minnick. Here's a little grounder back to the pitcher, throw over to first. Gets the third out of the inning. So the Bisons will come up to bat in the bottom of the sixth with leading by 2. We'll be back shortly here on JockJive.com. Back here at Veterans Park for the bottom of the sixth. Southern Union leads 9-7. Now batting Jordan Douglas, the number 4 batter for the Bisons, the left fielder. Hit a single in the first and the second inning. Scored a run in both those innings and flew out to left field in the fourth inning. 1-1 count here in the bottom of the sixth. Ball outside. Ball 2. The pitch swung, hit over to shortstop. The throw to first in time. Bethany Minnick over to Owens for the first out of the inning. Next up will be Tania Gibbons. Gibbons hit a single and tried to stretch it out for a double and got thrown out. Drove a run in the first inning, walked in the second inning, and hit a single in the fourth. One count to Gibbons. The Patriots will have at least one at bat left. The Bison's looking to add a couple runs here in the bottom of 6, but grounding out to shortstop is Gibbons for the second out. Next up will be Anna Henson. Henson, the catcher, flew out to right field, and she's had 2 walks in the game. The pitch, high and outside, ball 1. Inside, strike 1. Strike 2 to Henson. Make sure you stay tuned to JockJive.com. A couple more games here on tap for this afternoon and throughout the weekend here in the beautiful city of Alabaster. 2-2, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 6th, 9-7 your score. Bison's on top. Grounder over to second to throw to first in time for the 3rd out of the inning as we head to the top of the 7th. When we return, Northwest Shoals will have one more shot at it here on JockJive.com. Back at Veterans Park for the top of the 7th. The Patriots will come to bat. Unless they tie it or take the lead, this will be their final at bat of the season for these ladies. The loser of this game will be eliminated from the tournament. Coming up to bat is number 24, Bethany Minnick. As the Patriots trail 9-7, Minnick had a sacrifice bunt in the 2nd inning. Hit by pitch in the 4th and scored a run. And then grounded out to first in the 5th inning. Pitch. She's hit once again. And she'll trot down her way down to first base. Now batting is Randy Sis, the second baseman, flew out to center field in the second inning, scored a run in the fourth, and was left stranded at third after hitting a single in the fifth inning. Swung on a miss. Strike two to Sisk rather. Minix at first. Tying run at the plate. Pitch low and outside. Runner takes off. Throw is high. And sliding in safe is Minnick at second base with the stolen base. One-two count to Sisk. Pitch swung on, hit foul. Pitch outside. Yep. 2-2 count now. Another pitch outside. 3-2. Full count to Sisk. Another one hit foul. Strike three is a call. It's a pitch on the outside corner. Gets Sisk. Now we head back to the top of the order. And Mitchell up to bat. Mitchell reached on the error in the first inning. Stole second and scored a run. Hit a triple in the second as she grounds out to first base to throw over to third. Not in time as Minnick will be safe at third. But not for the second out by Mitchell. And Maddie Griffin up to bat. Griffin takes the first pitch for a strike. Pitch outside. Ball one. Swung on a miss. 1-2 count now. Fouled off. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2-2 now. Pitch swung on, hit to third, to throw over to first in time, and that's your ball game. As Southern Union hangs on to win 9-7 and will advance to the next round. For Robert Williamson, I'm Jason Palman saying so long and good afternoon from JockJive.com. Be sure to tune in as still have more games to be played on JockJive.com the rest of the afternoon and the weekend. Y'all have a good evening.